Welcome back to another episode of Inside Franklin Athletics. I'm your host, John Shepard, and today my co-host,
Noah DeArmond. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you, Sid. And today we have varsity swimmer Van Evanoff. Van, how you doing?
Good. How are you, John?
I'm good. So you guys had the first round of prelims last night, correct?
Yep.
And talking to your coach, you guys did extremely well, and you went out and competed, and you guys showed that you guys can win the sectionals. How are you kind of feeling going into second round?
Judging on the performance that we had last night, I think we've got a good shot to win it. Job's never done till it's done. Athletes know that.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
So I want to ask you a quick question. Job's not finished. You saw that video this morning, right?
What are you talking about?
DeWitt, did he share the link with you guys? He had a Kobe link up whenever I walked in.
Oh, yeah. We put it in the classroom in the group text and all that stuff. Yep.
So is DeWitt like one of those, he's always sending videos like that?
Oh, yeah. He loves hype videos, all that kind of thing.
He's got that mama mentality.
Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your 4 years of high school experience and how much you've learned from Coach DeWitt, because he's one of the best coaches in the state. So just tell us how much you've learned from him.
Yeah, so I would say that definitely what I've taken from DeWitt over these last 4 years has been mostly things I feel like I can apply in my life after high school. He's taught me and everybody else on the team the real definition of hard work. I feel like I wouldn't have learned that had I not swam, and mostly how to work together as a team. A lot of guys come from middle school athletics not really understanding the concept of everybody working together to achieve one goal, but that is one of the things that he pushes, and I think I've got a much better understanding than I would have had I not swam.
So did you already tell us when second round is?
Yeah, second round's tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. So kind of today, practice, I'm assuming you guys are going to have practice.
Mm-hmm.
Just what are you kind of expecting today from an afternoon practice with knowing a big meet tomorrow and one that you guys really want?
Yeah, so practice this afternoon will pretty much be a glorified warm-up. There's not much more you can do. We have a saying the cake is already baked. So it's just time to go out and execute. We had a 33-point gap to close. We did an amazing job. Now those points are all on paper. They haven't actually happened yet. So a big part of practice tonight is going to be we didn't come this far to just come this far. And we have to go out and execute and finish it. But it's there if we want it.
Of course.
Yeah. So you guys only have seven seniors on your team, and that's that's a lot of seniors, but also it's a pretty low number for swim. So how have you guys stepped up to teach the younger groups things about high school swimming?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, leadership and working as a team is one of the most important things we feel like we can learn through swimming. So our senior class has really had to step up this year and kind of teach the younger guys who most of the freshmen that come into swimming are just club swimmers. They may have swam from middle school, may have not, and if you know anything about club sports, it's really individual. So teaching them the value of working together, incorporating other people's ideas, being coachable, and being able to be held accountable. Those are all things that we've really tried to drive home this year. More so than just straight up swimming tips, because a lot of the freshmen this year, specifically Alexander Reese, they're already incredible swimmers. Just learning how to work together is the thing that we need to teach them, and I think we've done a pretty good job.
So kind of heavy talking about sectionals since it's sectional time right now, but so Center Grove going into sectionals, ranked 4th in the state, won it last year. How much does that just motivate you guys to just go and just work every day knowing you guys want to get them? What motivates, how does it motivate you?
Well, we've had a rivalry with CG in swimming for the last 20-something years. We had a 9-year sectional win streak going last year. We dropped it last year, and they went crazy. And it was in our home turf, too. And we really kind of took offense to that. Of course, they can enjoy their win, of course. Yeah. But, just the rivalry is insane, and it has been. Sectionals is essentially Franklin versus CG. No other team can win it. And we're really just fueled by singularly wanting to win that title.
Of course.
So tell us a little bit about the events that you swim personally, just by yourself.
Yeah, so I swim sprint freestyle and butterfly. So I swim the 50 freestyle and the 100 butterfly. And occasionally I'll swim on the 200 medley relay, which is all 4 strokes together, and the 200 freestyle relay, which is 4 people swimming a 50 each.
So, kind of you guys I see always together, never not with each other. If one swimmer's there, there's someone around them at all times. Because you guys spend hours at a time just together in practice, out of practice. Just how do you guys kind of just carry on the bond like outside of just swimming, and like how close is it with everyone?
Yeah, so like you said, we spend pretty much every waking minute, close to each other. And pool, like swimming, is a really close sport, and you're in a lane with someone, you're like right next to them. Yeah, and that develops really strong bonds. We spend at least 30 hours almost a week together. Outside of swimming, we hang out. The guys like to play ultimate frisbee. Like to play razzle dazzle, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I see
Football.
you guys on the football field a lot playing it.
Yeah, we like to do things out, like grab food together. We think it's like really important for team building, and we think it's actually one of the reasons why the swim team is one of the most successful teams in the school.
Yeah.
So you guys have 2-a-days a lot for practice. So how do you kind of like balance your school and home life and like your sleep schedule with the swimming aspect of things?
Yeah, so DeWitt is always harping on us about like drinking body weight in water in ounces, that kind of thing. You really got to go to bed. You can't be going to bed after 10 p.m. Otherwise, you're going to lose so much sleep because you got to wake up at least like 5 to get to practice, and that's almost every day. So getting to bed early and getting a lot of water. Also, like recovery is something that is really stressed in swimming, like ice baths and stuff like that. If you don't do those things, you're not going to get good sleep. You're not going to do well in school, and that kind of spirals you down. And eventually, if you become ineligible, it can take you out of the sport.
Yeah. So, getting to the last question, kind of asked you this before. What's your daily routine that you do before like a game or a meet? What's something that you seem to do?
Yeah, like I don't really have any physical routines before I swim a meet, but the thing that helps me the most is like throughout the day, like when I'm working on my schoolwork and stuff, just like not thinking about it. Try not to get like way overstressed about the meet. That's probably the only thing that I do individually. But as a team, we have a lot of rituals before. Like a lot of teams, eat Subway before meets and stuff like that. So runners do that. I don't know if football players do that.
Yeah, we do.
You do?
Well, actually, after school, we have a lot of after-school meals in the lunchroom.
Okay.
Because it's
yeah.
such a huge team,
Yeah.
and our coach doesn't like us leaving the school. So.
You're right.
But
right. That makes
if
sense.
it wasn't to happen, yeah, I think a lot of us would.
Yeah, and we also do like pre-meet. The warm-up is the same for everybody. We do it as a team. Everybody does the same thing every time, same order of events. That's kind of just what we do to prepare.
Well, are you good?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Van, and good luck in your second round of prelims. Go win. And that was another episode of Inside Franklin Athletics.